morning students, and welcome back to the online classes. So today what I am going to discuss with you is the continuation of what I had left at in yesterday's work. I hope you have completed your work and you have written all that I had put in that video. Now we are coming to the example sums to understand better how those rules work out. I gave you those rules, a set of rules for addition and subtraction and a set of rules for multiplication and division. This is how it works. When we have operations, I have here taken four different kinds of sums as examples, and I am going to show you how they work on the number line and how they work without the number line. In the beginning, it's very simple to work on the number line if the numbers are smaller. But if you go to your exercises in your textbook, the numbers are very large. They cannot be done on a number line. So you have to also learn to do it without the number line. But whether you do it on the number line or without the number line, the answer is going to be the same. I am doing it on the number line for you here to show you that the answers do not differ. The answers eventually you will get the same answer. But how do they work on the number line? I will show you that also. Now here I have taken very small numbers and I have taken different numbers. I have taken a positive and a positive and added them. I have taken a negative and a negative and subtracted it. I have taken a positive and a negative and added it. I have taken a negative and a negative and subtracted it. So they are different integers and they are different operations. Remember, children, that a sign, when I make a sign, a plus sign or a negative sign, there are two reasons for that. Number one, it is related or it is attached to a number. If I write plus 9, that means it is a positive 9. If I write minus 9, it means it is a negative 9. But if you look at these examples, these signs that are in the center of the number are not the signs that are attached to the number. They are not signs attached to the number. I hope you understand what attached to the number means. Now these are the signs attached to the number. It's a positive 2, positive 3, negative 2, negative 3, positive 4, negative 9, negative 4, negative 7. These are signs attached to the number. But these signs that are in the center, they are not attached to the number. They are telling you the operation. They are telling you what is to be done. They are telling you that two positive integers have to be added. Two negative integers have to be subtracted. One positive and one negative integer have to be added. One negative integer and one negative integer has to be subtracted. Now I will show you that how they work out on the number line and how the two rules that I explained to you yesterday of addition and subtraction and multiplication and division, those are the rules that help us to do these sums without using the number line. Because number line is not possible for all our workings because the numbers are big. They won't be able to be fitted or written on the number line. So, let's go to our first sum. It says plus 2, positive 2, add positive 3. Positive 2, add positive 3. The first number tells me my starting point. Where do I start? Positive 2. Where's positive 2? Here. Add positive 3. Add positive integer. Now look at the diagram that I have given you with the arrows. The first diagram that I have given you for this chapter. Add positive. Add positive. If I am looking at a number line and I am adding positives, which direction do I move? That is why I told you in my previous video that you have to remember the direction. If I am looking at the number line, add positive to the right, subtract positives to the left. Add negatives to the left, subtract negatives to the right. You have to know the direction, only then you will get the accurate answer. So my starting point is plus 2. I am adding positive integer. I am add positive 3. Add positive 3. So which direction do Right. How many places? 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So from here I will come here and go here and go here, and I'll reach to this answer. And my answer is plus 5. Let's first do all the number lines. Then I will show you how to work it without the number line. -2 minus -1. Now this is the wrong way to call out the sum. Whenever you are doing sums on integers, you have to say -2 subtract -1. Because this is not minus, it is subtraction. It is telling you the operation. Remember again, I am telling you children that a sign has 2 functions for it. One, it is attached to a number which tells us that it is a positive number or a negative number. But when it is not attached to a number, then it is telling you the operation. So here I have a -2 subtract a -1. This sign in between is subtraction sign. So I must say -2 subtract -1, not -2 minus -1. So -2 is my beginning, my starting point. The first number tells me my starting point. Subtract -1. Subtract negative integer. Look at the chart, the diagram, the first diagram. Subtract -0. Add positive. Subtract positive. Add negative. Subtract negative. So subtract negative. Which side am I moving? Right. How many places? Only one place. So from -2 I will come to -1, and -1 is my answer. Let's go to the next one. +4 add -9. Remember, this is add, this is not plus. This is telling you the operation. +4. Where's my +4? Here's my +4. Add negative. Add negative. Let's face the number line and do that exercise again. Add positive. Subtract positive. Add negative. Subtract negative. I have to add negative. Add negative. So which direction am I to move? To my left. How many places? 9 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's my answer? -5. That is why I gave you that diagram. It's very important. That diagram will tell you which direction do you move. See, the first number tells you where to start from. And the operation tells you which direction are you to move in. Add positive, right. Subtract positives, left. Add negatives, left. Subtract negatives, right. That direction is very important. Let's go to the fourth sum. -4. Where's my -4? Here. Subtract negative. Again, let's do that exercise. Add positive, subtract positive. Add negative, subtract negative. Subtract negative. Which direction? Right. How many places? 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's my answer? +3. This is how I work on a number line. But this is possible only when the numbers are small. When the numbers are big, then we cannot do it. Then we have to do it mathematically using the 2 laws that I have given you. One rule and law for addition and subtraction, and one rule and law for multiplication and division. Let's now apply those rules and see, when I work this out, does it come to the same answer? Now, What have I told you in my previous videos also when we've used brackets? I've said that to remove a bracket, you must multiply what's outside the bracket with what's inside the bracket. What's outside the bracket to the left hand side, not right hand side, mind you. Always when I'm removing a bracket, I look what is on its left hand side, outside. If there is something, multiply that with what's inside the bracket and then only remove the bracket. Now here there is nothing to the left hand side of 2. So plus 2 comes out as it is. As it is. The first number comes out as it is. No changes. Now to remove this bracket, I must multiply what's outside with what's inside. What's outside? Plus. What's inside? Plus. Look at the multiplication rule. Plus into plus gives me what? Plus. So the rule of multiplication will help you to take out the numbers. Now you will be left with two numbers, and like I told you in my previous video when I was explaining the law, the rule for addition and subtraction, is at the end you will be left with two numbers. Both will be either positive or both will be negative. Or one will be positive, one will be negative, one will be negative, or one will be positive. If the signs are the same, add and put the same sign. If the signs are different, subtract. From the greater, take away the smaller, put the sign of the greater number. These rules have to be learned by you. Now a plus 2 or plus 2, both are pluses, add. That is why I told you, by the end of the lesson your concept will change altogether. Then there is nothing as addition or subtraction. It is the signs of the numbers that decide in integers whether I am to add or whether I am to subtract. Because I am here not dealing only with positive numbers. I am not dealing only with 0. I am dealing with positives, zeros and negatives. So it is the signs that these numbers carry that tell me that I should add or I should subtract. If the signs are the same, I have to add. Whether the sum says subtract, add, whatever it says, nothing got to do with that. At the end, if I have two numbers, both are positive signs, add and put a positive sign. If there are two negative numbers, add and put the negative sign. But positive, negative, you have to see which one is greater. From the greater, take up the smaller and put the sign of the greater number. Now let's see. Plus 2 plus 3 plus 5. Same answer. Come to this one. Minus 2 comes out as it is. Now go to your multiplication table or your multiplication rule. What does the multiplication rule say? Minus into minus. Check in your notebook. Minus into minus gives me plus 1. To remove the bracket, I must multiply what's outside the bracket with what's inside the bracket. Minus into minus plus. Now I have two different signs. When the signs are the same, I add. But when the signs are different, I subtract. From the greater, that is 2, take away the smaller, that is 1. 2 take away 1 is 1. And put the sign of the greater number, which is the greater number, 2. So what's my answer? Same answer. Because we cannot place all numbers on the number line, because we are going to deal with big numbers, it is this method that you have to learn. This is just showing you that if you had to put on the number line, the answer would be the same. So you can work it out without a number line. We here don't use a number line because all numbers cannot be placed on a number line. You look at your exercises, all big numbers there. They won't fit in your notebook. You cannot do it on a number line. But here I have shown you on the number line and without the number line to tell you that you can work out a sum without a number line also. On the number line, the answer would be the same as without the number line. So this is what you have to concentrate, that how to work it out without a number line. The number line is just shown to you to tell you that this is how eventually reach the answer. But if you do it without the number line, the answer will still be the same. Let's go to the next one. Plus 4 comes out as it is. Plus into minus. Check the multiplication table rule. Plus into minus is minus. Now 1 is plus, 1 is minus. Two different signs. Two different signs, so I have to subtract. Same signs, add. Different signs, subtract. From the greater, take away the smaller. From 9, take away 4. 5. for the sign of the greater number. Which is the greater number? 9. So my answer minus 9. Same answer. Same answer. No change. Let's go to the last one. Minus 4 comes out as it is. Check the rule. Minus into minus gives me plus. Now again I have got two different signs. From the greater, take away the smaller. From 7, take away 4. Just do that. That's the rule. And put the sign of the greater number, plus. Same answer. So I have shown you on the number line and I have shown you without the number line. The number line, you can work on the number line using the first diagram that I showed you. You must know which side to move, right or left, and then accordingly you get your answer. And without the number line, you have to use those two rules that I have taught you. One for addition and subtraction, the rule is the same, and for multiplication and division is the rule the same. Using those two rules, you can work out the sum without having to do it on the number line. But the answers will be the same. I have shown you both to tell you that the answer is going to be the same. So we need not do everything on the number line because all big numbers cannot fit on the number line. And therefore we have devised a method of doing it without the number line. But for that we have to follow the rule of addition and subtraction and multiplication and division. All of this has to be also written in your notebook for your future reference when you are doing the sums. So first you will do these sums. And under that, you can do these sums. You can write with number line here on top of the sum here, and then copy the sums and do it on the number line, and then write without number line and the same sums. The same sums, answer is the same. This is with the number line, and that is without the number line. I hope now the concept is clear with you, and only after this we will now move on to the